do me a favor. Subscribe to my channel.
Alright guys, so we are on day 3 of fixing the sump. This really hasn't been that daunting of a task. It's more laborsome than anything. So right now what I have is I have the sump all cleaned up, washed out, all the debris out of it. So what I have to do now is I got to go through and chip away all the silicone and some of the other bits and pieces that are in there. And let me kind of show you what I'm talking about. So if you look, the reason why this failed was because of how much it's bowing. So that caused this seam to split. Now the reason it's bowing is these braces are coming apart. So this no longer has any side support. There's no center brace for supporting the weight of the water. This is a long sump, so it needs to have some type of center brace. So what I'm gonna do is I've got a razor blade, my screwdriver, and then I have a Dremel, and I'm gonna get all these little pieces of silicone off. I assume this is old dry acrylic, but this needs to come off, and then I gotta attach these pieces back. So when I got the sump, these weren't even attached. I had been given them like this, and it had a few braces already. So it was doing okay, and I thought it was gonna last, but little did I know I should have put these back in sooner. So I've got 2 of them. I'm gonna have to Dremel off these edges to get this back together. Now, I could set up my tripod. I could have you guys really watch me do all this, but scraping silicone and stuff off of the tank, as satisfying as it may be to watch, I don't have the space for that kind of footage, and that's kind of boring. So I'm not gonna do that to you. I'm gonna go ahead and scrape all this off, and then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna come back when I'm ready to glue everything back together. All right guys, so 3 hours later of scraping, listening to heavy metal, some bruised knuckles, I've got it cleaned up. So now what I need to do is I need to spray it off again to get off as much of all the little pieces as I can. And then I'm gonna clamp this, acrylic glue it, and then reseal the baffles with silicone so that way it's watertight. And I'm gonna use as much acrylic as I feel is necessary to make sure that this is structurally sound and not gonna break on me. You could hear it in my voice, so I'm tired. It's been an ordeal, but I'm excited for it. It's coming along nicely. It's been a little bit of work. I do have to clean these pieces up still. So these are the center braces. This is what goes in the corners. That's probably not where that goes, but these are what kind of give it that support, so that way it doesn't bow. And I did notice a few cracks in the silicone, or a few cracks in the acrylic, which is a little concerning, but I feel like once I get this all put back together, those cracks aren't going to make a difference. So I'll be right back with you for day 4. All right, so got this thing all scraped out, washed out. Now what we got to do, put these pieces back in it. We're gonna have to clamp it back together and fix the broken pieces. All right, now that I got it clamped in place where I want it, the first thing I'm gonna fix is this corner right here. So what I'm using to fix this, it's called Weld On. And it's Weld On 16, and this is gonna bond the acrylic together. So I didn't realize that this stuff was gonna be like a straight liquid. Okay, when I'm done with this is not gonna look pretty. This is not what I was expecting. From everything I watched, this was supposed to be more like a thicker silicone material. So all of my plans were for this to be thicker, not thin. So I'm a little worried that this is not gonna be enough to hold this crack, because that's a decent gap, and if I can't get it in between the layers to fuse it, it's not gonna work. So my hopes are, just keep putting enough on there. I'm gonna pass out. Just keep putting enough on there and we'll be good. Alright guys, so I got this side completely re-welded with the weld on. Got the center braces in place, all welded together. So now I've got to do this side. And this was the side that split. So I'm definitely gonna reinforce that with more acrylic glue. Fix the baffles. And once I get the corner braces in, the last thing I need to do is I need to hit these baffles with silicone just to make sure they're watertight. Hey everyone, so today's the day I am going to reassemble the Oscar tank. So Indy and Rip are gonna get their sump back. It's an exciting day. I've got my buddy Ryan headed over right now. I'm gonna start draining the tank, get the fish moved over, so that way we can make this an easy transition. So you can see this is why you need a good filter on an Oscar tank. So I've done 4 water changes in the last 2 weeks on this tank. And all I did was put the media in here so that way it had biological filtration. But it didn't have any mechanical, so you can see all the waste in there. And that's after I sucked some of it up. So definitely important to have adequate filtration on your Oscar tanks. All right, so got the tank drained, got the fish separated, and the blocks are where they need to be. So I would have recorded the whole process, but I'm waiting for a call from my buddy Ryan to let me know when he's here. So you guys just get updates for the moment. Are you guarding them? Are you guarding them fish? That fish is almost as big as you, Daisy. What's this? What that said, eh? Is that fish? Don't drink it. That's weird. All right, so as you guys know, got this drained, everything's ready to go. Time to move it, put things back together.
Let's roll.
And this time, I did all the work. Ryan wasn't even here. Oh, wait. Concept, remember?
Yeah, I gotta get a grip of it first.
Got it?
No. Now I do.
I left myself room this time.
At least you were smart this time. I like this idea because it really helps distribute the weight. So the fish tank, make sure your tank's stronger, or your can stronger.
Yeah.
And I kind of wish I would have done that with the 150 before we set it up. You got a piece of plywood and did that to the top of it.
Yeah, but that was such a busy day.
I know. Took us hours.
Well, it's like this. That was a couple week project.
Now you're just showing off. Not doing all the work now.
Well, I think I worked that day.
So did I.
Yeah. So I was like, alright, if he wants to jump in there and do it, I'm not going to stop him.
You know, to show off. That's all.
So we'll have to, what I want to do is, sweep this out real quick. I do. So we sweep it into a pile, then we can sweep it out real fast.
Hey man. You left your beard thing in here. Tie it up. Put it in there.
Put it in my beard.
Put it in my beard. You
Look at all
need
the-
that on
look at
there?
all the
Little
dog-
Viking thing?
all
Come
the-
on, man.
Hair type, all kinds of dog hair on it.
Probably has normal. You can see the bag on 150 already.
Really? Is that pretty bad?
That's full dog hair.
Yeah, I'm sure.
All right. Well, we got the tank all back together. Now we just need to get the plumbing all situated here, get the sump back together, and put it back in place. Should be good to roll. Classic.
And then I got a surprise for you too. So I'll show you that at the end.
It's not me.
Alright.
Sorry.
Got the sump all plumbed back together. Gotta get the trickle filter put back together. So we got a bucket of bioballs. And these ping pong ball.
Nice purple plant too. Nice touch pad.
I was trying to distract Indy from attacking Rip. Doesn't matter, he's just a butt. Alright, bioballs are in place.
So
Next thing
Get you a Seminoles.
is something I made. It's a lid to a Tupperware, but it acts as a diffuser plate. So that way the water goes evenly over the bioballs instead of just taking the path of least resistance. So your last filter pad should be a fine one for polishing. Smells like fish.
That makes me hungry. We should eat some mustard.
No, besides it.
I had mustard once.
Did you?
Tasted like fish.
Definitely did.
Sorry, Andy.
And you got some more coarse sponge. Top it off with a big piece of coarse sponge.
I know, it's too thick though. I'd have to cut it the other way.
I gotcha.
Yeah.
I almost did that. I almost cut it in half because it's like 2 inches thick.
Yeah. We don't talk about that.
How does it sound? Every fish.
And as you said, sounded. So we don't talk about the past. Okay.
All right, so got it all plumbed. Got the sump return back in place. All the hose clamps on. Now all we gotta do is fill it. All right, so I don't want to ruin the surprise for you. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go ahead and fill the tank back up, get the fish in there, get everything looking all nice, and then I'll be right back with you. So stay tuned. Returns are running smooth. Got the trickle filter going. Now I just gotta add the plants, put the cover on. All right, finally got it done. After 2 weeks, Oscar tank being destroyed, the sump being in pieces, we got this thing back together. And like I said, got a surprise for you guys, so check it out. Dun, 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 dun. So my lovely wife has made me a decal for the back of the tank that says Poseidon's Pets. So I got both Oscars in there. You know, they're still getting used to it. But I'm glad everything is back in place. Got my trickle filter, all the biomedia, ceramic rings, pothos for nitrate removal. I put my heater in the sump, so no more heater in the tank. And once I move, I'm gonna rescape this tank because it looks awful. But got the pump going and everything's going good. Hey, thank you guys so much for watching. You know, I know this was a long one. It's been a long one for me too, so 2 weeks. Thank you so much to Ryan for coming over and helping me out with everything. I know it wasn't easy on me, it wasn't easy on him, so definitely appreciate all the help he gave me. And thank you guys for watching. You know, I know you guys love Indy, you love me, you love all my tanks. So if this is your first video you've ever watched by me, subscribe. You know, I make good stuff. I'm a good YouTuber. Yeah, so thanks again and enjoy the rest of your day.